Hello to everybody. We are talking about a phony card collection. In my shop in Riga, I have a guest, Alain. He's from France, and he's more than 30 years collect phony card. Incredible period. And of course, for 30 years or maybe more, we are like collector. We are change some interest, or life is changing, some reality is changing. So, Alain, hello.
Hello.
Thanks
Hello,
for your
everybody.
visit.
Hello, Oleg.
Thanks for your visit in my shop, and thanks what you say okay for make this video. It's very good what you give your experience to us. Thank you very much. You're really right person, is my opinion. Okay, and question is, you're more than 30 years with phony card. It's life is changing, phony cards is changing, technology is changing. Please give some explanation about how you survive on these 30 years with the phony card. What you find some interesting, what is changing on this period, everything, what you have ideas about this, please.
Yes, this is another good question, Oleg, because I have to look 30 years back when I started collecting. I started, of course, with one card. At the beginning, I must say it was very exciting to find phone cards in telephone booths, because you could find cards for free. You even have to enter the booth and to get the cards. And I remember also, because at the very beginning I started to collect foreign countries. When I was in foreign countries, sometimes I see somebody who is phoning with a card I need in my collection. I was waiting for the end of the communication, and I ask the people to give me the cards or to sell me the cards for few money. So it is already an old experience, because now in most of European countries it is no more possible to phone with phone cards. Also, I remember at the very beginning I like to find in my collection new countries, because some countries, for example, some African countries, they arrived later, and at the beginning I wanted to get one card of each country, and maybe one different technology of each country. For example, one chip card from Russia, one magnetic card from Russia, one inductive card from Russia. And so it was the beginning of the collection, because at the beginning we had no catalogs. Now you can see catalogs about Africa, about Scandinavia, but at the beginning we have to collect the information. We have to try to get cards from difficult countries, and it was really very exciting time. For example, I remember when I get my first card from Niger, or my first card from Mauritania, much later. It was very exciting to get such cards. So this is the beginning of the
And
of
when
the
you get
collection.
this card, it's like happiness. Yeah, you make it.
Yeah.
You make a purpose. You do
Yes.
something for that, and then you get.
Yes, I
you
got
reach
it,
purpose.
yeah.
It's very happiness condition. Like,
And
yes?
I spoke also with my friends, and we were in touch with my friends. We had, at this time, we had, of course, no internet, but we were phoning, and I told my friends, wow, I got a new card from Africa, a new country. And of course, my friend also, he wants to get the card. So we made sometimes very nice swaps. We swapped Niger for Morocco, or for another country, for Burkina Faso, or for Kazakhstan. And it was very exciting to make swaps and to increase the collection. This was the beginning, and in this time some foreign collectors or dealers like Oleg, who had in the former time many interesting Russian cards. Oleg went in Paris, for example, and I remember I got very interesting cards with Oleg in the former years, and it was very exciting time.
Yeah, guys, I want a little bit more about this period, give data. You know, I was a very important person, let's say like this.
Yes.
I think it's okay because many people ask me what is written because it's Cyrillic, you know, like strange language for most European collectors. And I write Cyrillic in Latinian, and I explain what is a city or a region or part of Russia or capital city, for example, Moscow. So I get a lot of questions. I think 60% of my time when I'm in Collectors Club, I answer on this question, you know. This is why until today, it was 25, 30 years ago, you know, until today people remember me, you know.
Yes.
Because in a period when no catalogs, no information, so, and I am arrived like strangers, but I know much more than other about big area, formerly USSR countries, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, so Moldova, Ukraine, Russia. They produced some different system, and was it, you know, like different system and rules for disseminate telephone card, and the price different, units different, so many different things was, and I know it, you know. So really in that time, I feel how I need to collectors, you know. It was my happiness, and I think I helped too many people with that question, you know. Yeah, and this good answer for question why needed catalog, you know, because when you buy catalog, guys, if you don't have catalog, I don't know what you collect, stamps, coins, banknote, please buy catalog.
Yeah.
And then you get a lot of information and answer on your question. The Alain show, yes, catalog of Russians, St. Petersburg and Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia. This book have information about telephone card. Yeah. So you save a lot of time and you get more information what you must have in your collection, or you can choose and decide what you won't have in your collection. Yeah, it was time when I was like catalog, you know. Interesting,
Yeah,
funny period.
Yes, I confirm. I had the chance to. I learned 1 or 2 years Russian language, and I could read Cyrillic, but I confirm that I remember it when I saw Oleg at the first times. Many people they consider Oleg to be a specialist for Russian cards, and they went to Oleg because he didn't understand what is written on the cards. And the Russian cards is a difficult collection because every city in Russia had the local company. Yeah. And so it is very difficult because some people they want to get the first card from Samara, the first card from Tula, the first card from Ekaterinburg, and they didn't understand what is written on the card.
Yeah, and the different local company sometimes use different system.
Yes.
Not always it's magnetic or like optic or it's a chip, and chip have some evolution, different contact, you know, every year they're different, some form, size. So, and people in Europa, collectors ask me why like this, what it is, you know. So interesting was period.
It was a really, very interesting, it was a discovery period. Yeah. Now we have the catalogs, but at the beginning we needed the help of Oleg for this, I confirm.
Okay, thank you very much for your confirm. And question was of video, your evolution like collector, like the man who have activity with telephone card, so we continue, yeah?
Yes. What is the next question, Oleg?
So we are talk about period like 1995.
Yes, very early
What's happening
times.
After with you, ideas, interesting,
yes.
Your activity?
So, as I said at the beginning, I was discovering the hobby, and I started collecting one card of each country, and sometimes I also like to have every system of each country. But very quickly I specialized on Russian cards also, because I like the Russian designs with logos, the simple designs. I don't collect pictures. I prefer to collect logos of companies, and well, and also I
Different
specialize-
system probably.
different systems, of course, all the systems and all the cities.
I remember in other video you talk in other video you say you have interest like technology
Yes.
question.
Yes. So in Russia you have many technologies for phone cards, and but I wanted also to have one card from each city, and if possible the first card. But it was, and it is still nowadays, a very big challenge because some Russian cards are very difficult to get. And also I specialized on Africa because as a child I traveled a lot in Africa, and the African cards are very difficult because there are few tourists in Africa, and happily in France we had some military in Africa who come back and who could bring back some cards. But Africa is very difficult. It is not a commercial continent, and it was very difficult, and it was really a big challenge to collect phone cards of Africa, because myself I like challenge, and every collectors, I think, also they like challenge. And so I specialized in the year 2000, so maybe 10 years after collecting, in Africa phone cards. And also I specialized in a special system, which is an optical system, because it is the most mysterious system. When you see the cards with optical encoding, you don't understand how it works. And if you see a module, a chip module, okay, you say this is easy. There is information stored inside. You put it in the machine, and it will be an exchange of information. But if you see an optical card, you don't understand how it works. So I was very interested in this system, and I started collecting optical cards from all over the world. So this is the evolution of my collection.
And after 2000, 2005, when some people start to use mobile phone,
Yes.
what's happening with your interest?
Yes. Also, after 20 years collecting about, I must say I involved a lot of time in collecting. So I had many cards, and also I started a website about optical cards. But 20 years after starting with phone cards, I started with GSM cards. And I found some nice GSM in the shop of Oleg. GSM cards, they look like phone cards, but there is a module inside. You can break it and you can put it in the mobile telephone. And you have, of course, GSM cards in all the world. And so I started to collect this kind of cards because I wanted to get more material for my collection. And this is also a big challenge because most of the cards have broken module, and it is quite difficult to find them with full body. So this is my new challenge now.
Yeah, really, it's hard challenge.
To collect more and more GSM cards. This is my new challenge.
So it's from today.
Yeah.
Our friend, we know, Estonian guy, he's still looking some old telephone card,
Yes.
but he decided collect a key for a door in hotel or something like this. You have something in your collection like this, or
No,
not your tema?
in my collection I have some, I like also to collect old credit cards, for example, but hotel keys and such.
Some club card, bonus card.
Myself, I don't collect, but I see many collectors who like them. If I can get some, maybe I will swap them. But
It's not your main tema.
No, I concentrate on telephone cards, GSM cards, and also former bank cards I like.
Guys, I want just make some accent. So we see collector. He decide what collect. You see, and other tema, it's not interesting to him. It's not mean it's other tema is bad. No, but he decide telephone card, little bit bank card,
and GSM.
GSM, yeah, and he just straight don't go to this tema. It's very important for be real collector. It's for collector condition. It's very important do this decision.
Yeah, this is already, Oleg, I want to say this is already a big area. Phone cards, because I collect all over the world. GSM, I collect all over the world, but of course, I concentrate GSM also on Africa, for example. But any collectors can collect what he wants. I totally respect the collectors who only collect one country. You also can collect pictures on the cards. Doesn't matter. If you are a picture collector, we will swap together. This is not a problem. Myself, I collect the world, but some people they can collect only one country. This is not a problem. I can visit some friends who collect, for example, Germany, and we swap. This is not a problem.
It's my opinion. I think Alain collects so many years because in the beginning he decide right position, how what collect and how see on other collection on other tema. You see, he have a strictly tema, but he is open for talk with other collector. You know, sometimes to my regret in the club I see like I collect this tema or other. It's like okay, this is YouTube. Some bad things. It's like you know. You understand, blah, 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 it's bad. But it's a wrong position, and after 3-5 years, such people, you know, gone from club because it was wrong in the beginning, do like this, you know. He understand other people, other colleague with other tema, and he's ready communicate and make swap. It's very important if you want have a really make good collection.
Yeah, and I think, Oleg, the respect is very important. I respect every collectors. We have to respect each other's. Sometimes also it can be a problem of money because some cards are very expensive. Most of the cards, 99% of the cards are not expensive. Of course, after 30 years, I am looking for expensive cards, the cards which everybody needs. So we have to respect each other in the collection. We said, and I think we agree with Oleg, every collector do with his own, and I speak about my collection, but here could sit a collector with other purposes. But this is for me we are friends. When we visit a big fair, we always find other friends for swapping or for discussions about our collection. This is a world of collectors.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alain, for your experience, for your opinion. It's very important, I think, for many collectors. Doesn't matter who and what collect.
Yes,
because it's universal ideas for collectors of stamps, coins, banknotes, and any other things like medal, for example. Yeah. On end of video, I want a little bit say what I see. Alain is a collector with 30 years experience, you know, and he still finds some telephone card in my shop. Yeah. You know, I'm still can help to such collectors. It's like, you know, for me it's very happiness. You know, so many cards. You see, he just find just today, find and put to collection. You know.
Thank you, Oleg.
Yeah. So it's some more what I call happiness. You know, it's not about money. Just, you know, really, I help to somebody make collection. It's my, like, I am a trader, but for me it's like, man, it's happiness, you know. Okay. So everybody who looks this video is very good persons. Please see our other video about phone cards on this channel, and if you want to talk with me or with Alain under this video, I put our contact.
Yes.
with any question, welcome. If you have some experience, welcome to my shop. We can make the same video and we can show your experience, your opinion to our colleague. I think it's very important, and I think very important create this collectible life. And Alain, thank you very much for that.
Thank you also for the opportunity to let me speak about my collection.
Yeah. Okay, guys. All the best to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.